Hello and welcome to the Energy Type series on the Designed as You podcast and YouTube. Today, we are going to be moving through the generator energy type, which is such a favorite of mine because most of the population is made up of incredible generators, but a lot of them don't realize how their energy works, how they are designed to move through the world. There's a lot of frustrated, burnt out, drained generators who don't realize that the way that they are designed to move and make decisions in the world is from their gut instinct. So there are a lot of generators that are living from obligation, from trying to please other people, trying to force and push their way through life and trying to chase what they desire when in their power, they naturally attract and magnetize all that is meant for them if they just allow themselves to trust and take the little intuitive breadcrumbs as they go, knowing that they have nothing to prove and knowing that everything that they desire is waiting for them, that it's on another timeline and they just need to expand who they are and align with that manifestation. So the energy type is by far the most important part of human design because we are all made of energy. Everything in this reality is made of energy. This is science. This is not just spirituality. And when we understand how to use our energy, then we create more ease and flow and abundance and opportunity in our lives rather than try and force and push your way through life, because that's like swimming upstream and you will receive a lot of resistance. It's about attracting your desired reality rather than always feeling like you have to chase it. So welcome to your video generator. And if you are in relationship with a generator or you have a generator child or colleague or person in your life, which you most probably do, this video is for you. This is going to help you understand how they best work and how to love and support them in their highest expression. Now, most of the population, 35% of the population are generators. And that does not mean you're not special. Some of the most juicy, lit up, most loved people in our world are generators. Think of Beyonce, think of Oprah. These are the generators in the world. And when generators are lit up, excited, and in love with their life, they are a magnetic force. It's known that they have an open and enveloping aura where they draw the people, the opportunities, what is meant for them into their space, into their life, because they are an energy that just attracts. But the key is that you need to be following your gut. You need to be following your sacral. So as a generator, you are going to have what's known as a defined sacral in your human design chart. And this is by far the most important part of your design. When you understand that you are not meant to intellectually work out, figure out, this idea that you have to figure out your life or plan 20 steps ahead or 10 years in advance. You are a spontaneous human that knows in the moment. Your gut is always communicating to you through a visceral response of expansion, which is your yes, or a constriction, which is your no, or not right now. And so when you can see that you are here and you are designed to dance with life, life will present you with invitations and opportunities or things to try out or see. And it's up to you to say yes when your gut expands and gives you that response, or to say no when you get that constriction, that feeling of dread or drain. So the creator of human design, Ra Uru Hu, he would always speak about how we needed to free the generators, how most of the population is made up of frustrated, burnt out, drained, and dissatisfied generators. And in order to move forward as a society or as a collective, we need our generators lit up, excited, because what they desire and what they love is not random. It has been implanted into the generator in order to create and manifest what is needed here in this world, what the collective needs. The need of the collective creates a desire in the generator's body. So it is not random and is not by accident what your gut moves you towards, what it is excited about, what it expands to. And it is your practice generator to trust and follow it. And simply notice the mind that will try and talk you out of it. The mind is based on what it knows to be true. It likes to be safe and certain. It likes to have all the facts and figures, or it does not like risk, and the mind does not like the unknown. And the thing is that you can't prove your gut is right or wrong unless it's in hindsight. You can't look forward and connect the dots. You can only look behind and connect them. And so it is a practice of trust. It's a practice of surrender to your gut and surrendering to where it is directing you, knowing that it is your highest path and knowing that it is your path of least resistance. And so this is where we start to create a trust muscle with your gut. Your gut starts to speak louder. A lot of people will come to me saying that they don't know if they feel that gut or they don't know if that's the right feeling. And it can be very subtle. It is that sitting up in the chair, or it's that, oh, there's something here. It's that curiosity. It's that intrigue. It's that, as I said, it feels expansive in the body. And it can be something as simple as you close your eyes, you give yourself a moment, you breathe, and you bring to mind a question or an opportunity or a thought or a relationship, whatever the thing, and you feel, how do you somatically feel in the body? And that's your answer. The brave thing to do is to say no when you truly feel like it's a no in your body. So generators, you are the people that are here to create, to manifest. You are someone that builds meaningful change or meaningful creations in our world. And as I said, it's not random what you want to do here. So you are ruled around that sacral chakra, pleasure, desire, joy. You are here to be lit up by your life. And in order to live in alignment with your purpose and be in flow with your energy, you need to follow your gut instinct. What excites you and what invigorates you. So you're here to dance with life, with what feels exciting, what feels invigorating, because that's when you're best of service. A lot of generators have a shadow of feeling like they are selfish if they do that they're not being a good person if they factor in themselves. But what a generator needs to realize is that they operate best from overflow. They operate best when they give from a full cup, because when you are coming from a drained or empty cup, you're not of your fullest, highest expression. And people can feel it. People can feel that your energy is dulled or dim. And you are best of surface when you are coming from this lit up energetic space, because not only do you create your most meaningful impact, but you draw in more opportunity in people because you can hold more. Your vessel can hold more and you can receive more. So when you are doing what you love, you generate more energy around you. It's like you uplift the world around you. And vice versa, if you are coming from an empty cup or you're coming from out of obligation or frustration, you can bring down the energy of the room as well. I'm a projector. I have an undefined sacral in my chart. And when I'm around my generator friends and family members, they lift me up. I can feel their excitement. It gives me more energy when they are doing what they love, when they are being in their truest expression. Again, if it's in the opposite, I also feel that. It can feel that drained energy. So it is of your best service to the world to look after you, to nourish yourself, to give yourself and prioritize the time for what you love, because then it just overflows to all your people and all parts of your life. So the biggest struggle that I see for a generator is that they think they should just know what they're meant to do from a mental place, from a logical planning place, when in reality, all their wisdom, all their guidance comes from the somatic feeling within their gut. So that feeling in their body that is telling them there's something here. Try this thing, reach out to that person, explore this modality, whatever it is the job or the obligation. It is the generator's invitation to follow and trust the path that's unfolding. You're not going to know from a logical place where it's going. You know, for example, you might enroll in a course thinking that you're going to learn a specific thing, but the actual greatest gift from the course is that you meet your future business partner. And so all you can do is trust the somatic feeling or the gut feeling in your body and know that by it responding in a positive, expansive way, that it is telling you that there is something there. You are not designed to chase things. You are not designed to force your way through life. When you follow your gut, you are met with universal support. And only then will you realize if something is right for you or not. So I like to use the example of the personal shopper. Imagine you are looking for the perfect pair of jeans. We all want the perfect pair of jeans. and you are in a shop and the universe is your personal shopper. And the universe is giving you options to try on. So gene number one, you pop it on, you say, absolutely not, this is not me, hand it back. Great, you said no. Your body said, no, this is not my favorite pair of jeans. Hand it back, that's a no from me. Beautiful. The universe then has an opening to give you another option. Okay, try it on. Now this is where the decision gets a little harder. Then you try it on, you're like, oh, I guess this is okay. It is a little tight around the waist, but it makes my bum look good. It's not the 100% fit, but you're getting close. So this is the practice of knowing that you feel that constriction in your body of this isn't 100% it. And this is the courageous thing to hand it back and give yourself another option. And so then the universe comes in and gives you what becomes the perfect pair of jeans. And so you pop it on, fits beautifully, you love the look. And so then you say, yes, this is it. In this season of my life, this is going to be a perfect fit. And so what could happen is that you may have taken the slightly doesn't truly fit, but the lack response of what if I never get another pair of jeans? What if I never get an option? So we then tend to settle. We tend to settle for the almost their job or the almost their relationship when really you're here to have it all. You're here to have the 100% hell yes. And if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And it is up to the generator to trust that we live in an expansive, infinite reality where all is possible and all already exists. You just need to align to become the person who naturally attracts that thing. So you will only know what is right for you if you try it, if you give yourself the opportunity to go and sit and try it on, respond, follow. You felt called to go to that shop and to find the perfect pair of jeans, but it's not like you're finding. The universe will give you options. It'll pop on a podcast. Your friend will talk about that thing. You know, you start to see that there starts to be even like a rule of three where people start talking about similar things around you, or you just seem to be, your RAS system is more and more noticing it. And that is not by accident. There is something there for you to go and follow, and you're not going to know how it's going to fit or what it's going to bring, but all you know is that there is something there. So the girl will speak in absolutes. It's either a yes, a no, or a not right now. And that can be hard for a generator. A lot of them are overthinking, stuck in indecision, when in reality, your gut knows. And it's just about being honest with yourself of where you are thinking and following so much from your mind and your mind's logic, because your mind is only tapped into 1% of this reality, whereas your gut is connected to 99% of this reality. And so the 1% from the mind is based on what you've seen to be true from those around you. It's based on your conditioning. It's based on what makes sense logically. And what your gut is tapped into is the infinite potentiality of this reality. And so we're not going to know. You're not going to be able to plan it out. You're not going to be able to prove that it will take you in this predetermined way. So this is where you start to open yourself up to what doesn't make logical sense, what is possible here. And it's going to depend on your consciousness and your timeline of what you see, you deserve, and you are familiar with. Generator, it does not make you selfish to follow and trust your gut, to do what excites you, to create what you feel called to create. That is your greatest service. To give from overflow and to give from a nourished, expansive energy, that is felt and ripples on to your life and into your family and into your work. It's your first priority and job to make sure that you feel good, to ensure that your energy feels expansive, lit up, and excited, because from there you are of your greatest impact and of your greatest service. It is not selfish to factor you in. It is actually selfless because you start to see all the ripple on effects that happen just by you moving through the world from that place. It's contagious. Your energy is contagious. And if it's coming from a drained, frustrated place, that's felt. That can bring down the energy of any room that you enter. And your greatest gift is your ability to uplift, not from a place of self-sacrifice. That's where we've gotten it wrong. We think that in order to uplift or to empower or to give or to help other people, that it is from a self-sacrifice or an obligated place. Absolutely not. You're here to uplift, It comes from a true embodied energetic place that cannot be faked and can only be when you look after yourself first. So generators wake up with a full tank of energy, and they're meant to use it in deeply satisfying ways. If you are, as I said, forcing or just sticking by obligation, it's going to come from that empty tank and it's going to feel a lot harder. And when you just see that the way that your energy responds to life is your biggest intelligence, it's your biggest indicator of whether you're in alignment or not. And instead of being judgmental to yourself of why you can't do something or why you feel a lack of energy, just see that your body is giving you beautiful guidance and beautiful wisdom to say that life is not meant to be like this. You're not meant to force or push your way through life. And so when you could see that it's for your benefit, that you're getting this information so that you can start redirecting where you prioritize or what you are trying to grow. Because a generator is here to grow something very important, is here to build something very needed. And you're here to master something in this lifetime. And it's going to be based on your interests. It's going to be based on where you feel intuitively expanded and inspired by. So there is this period in your life generator where you start to learn about your gut, what you're here for. And you might be looking around your life and thinking about all the things that are misaligned. And instead of freaking out, instead of worrying, this is just your invitation to start saying no. Start with the lowest hanging fruits, like, a colleague Christmas party or that event that you feel like you always have to go to every week. Start by honoring what your body is communicating to you and start small. Start clearing out things that are unaligned in your life and start to see how you feel. This is purely an experiment to see how you can improve your life. And it's less about trying to go find things that excite you. It's being open, being present in life, because life will always send things in your way. But a lot of the time we're blinkers on, not even noticing anything around us. And when you can just be open, you will be surprised by how much is available and around you. I give a little bit of homework to my generator clients of go on a walk in the morning or the afternoon and ask your gut, do I like this? How do I feel about this? And ask yourself yes or no questions. Because when you ask yourself yes or no questions, you're going to get the response from your body. Because as I said, your strategy here, your energetic strategy here is to respond with your gut. That's the most important part of your energy type, to respond with your gut. And when you get that positive yes, the practice is to follow and to trust it. So use your five senses. If you hear something that intrigues you, if you touch something that nourishes you, if you see something that excites you, if you smell something that invigorates you, if you feel something that expands you, that is your permission slip to move towards it, to invest into it, to prioritize it, to engage with it. Because in your energetic aura, your magnetism will expand and will continue to draw in. Think of it like an energy field that is expanding and drawing in your energy. When you're doing things that are actually a no for your body and it feels constrictive and limiting, you are bringing in your energetic aura and there's less magnetism, less pull or attraction there to the outside world. When generators feel exhausted and burnt out, it's often because they're saying yes to too many things that are actually a no in their body. So if you are feeling lost or dissatisfied or heavy, I would just invite you to look around your life and notice where you are forcing things. And it doesn't even have to be that you throw the baby out with the bathwater and I don't want to do that job anymore. Maybe it's the way that you're relating to that job. Are you trying to prove yourself all the time? Are you overgiving all the time? Are you undercharging? That can be the thing that's actually frustrating your gut. So it's about asking yourself the questions of how exactly does this feel unaligned, and start to declutter and start to shift and change how you relate to that thing. So I'm going to read you this quote from the founder of Human Design, because I think this beautifully helps generators to understand that your strategy of wait to respond with your gut is not doing nothing. It's not a passive thing. And it also doesn't mean that you have to be invited. I think generators get this wrong idea that it's this passive experience that you're needing to wait. No, all you're doing is taking a moment to tune into your gut and ask your gut, does this feel aligned for me? Does this feel expansive? Does this feel exciting? And if you get a yes, go for it. It means that you have sustainable energy to carry out that thing. It means it's almost like a premonition that you're going to gain something from it, whether it be a lesson or a blessing. And if you feel a constriction, it's another premonition to say that it's going to feel hard. You're going to feel a lot of resistance. It's going to burn you out and it's going to leave you feeling very frustrated. So I'll read this one here. Generators often misinterpret or equate waiting to respond with doing nothing. It is impossible for them to do nothing because they are constantly busy generating. If they are doing the work they love, or if they retreat from a dog's growl, or smile when a bird sings, or hum along with a tune, or enter a conversation when asked, they are living in response. Generators are designed to wait, trusting that life will come to them. They simply respond from the moment they get out of bed until they fall back into bed at night. A revolution of generators is living completely through response. A revolution of generators living completely from response could change the frequency of the planet from frustration to satisfaction. This is why the generator's mystical path and contribution to humanity is to wake up to their sacral and to live surrendered to their subjective truth. So pay attention, generators, to the feeling in your body, to when you may straighten up in your chair, or you giggle, or you smile, or you feel compelled to do something, that is for a reason. And you will lift up the energy, the frequency of our planet when you do. So the generator challenges is people pleasing, is feeling like they have to do things out of obligation, feeling like if they serve themselves, they will let people down. And it's also this idea of the conditioned view that if you do what you love, then you won't make money, that you can't make money from your interests or your art. And this is the biggest lie that we've been sold. When you do what you're here to do and you align with your natural gifts and your excitement and your energy, your life force, that is the path of most success and abundance and growth and potentiality. We've been sold a lie that you can't make money from that. And so when you can bring your mastery and your lit up life force energy, because that's what people want to connect to. People want to buy things from excited, passionate energy. And especially now we're in the age of personal branding, we want to know the person behind the products or the services that we are engaging with. So it's your greatest service to be in your true life force expression, because that's when you draw and attract all the people that are meant for you. Stop chasing people. It's repelling. Be in your expression. Make every morning a daily practice to get into your good energy. And in the mornings that you wake up full of doubt or self-ridicule, your number one job in that moment is to shift the energy, whether you put on some music, whether you do some breath work, whether you go for a nature walk, whatever you need to come back to your truth and to come and enliven your life force. That's your number one priority, and everything will follow on from there. Your business will receive more success. Your family will be more happy. Everything is uplifted because you are the energy controller of the room and every space that you enter. So many generators feel stuck. So they're feeling stuck in their jobs or in their relationships or in living situations. And I just want to remind you that you can never be stuck. Your energy can't be stuck. It's just that your energy is in a place where stories and beliefs mean that it can't flow. Your energy wants to flow. Your energy wants to move. Your energy wants to create. And the only thing that stops us is the words in our head. We're never being pinned down and forced to do something. And if you are, please blink twice. Tell us if you're okay. Because in reality, it is our own stories. It's our own limiting beliefs. It's our own self-ridiculing voice that stops us from doing what we're here to do. It's stopping our energy that wants to move and wants to flow. So when we get really honest of where are we not allowing that, where are we blocking that energy, where are we telling us the story that we're stuck or we don't have a choice, because you always have a choice. You always have the opportunity to change and see that this is part of your growth. This is going to be part of your future memoir, or this is going to be part of your journey into coming into fullest expression here, because that's what we're here for. You're here for your evolution. You're here for your expansion. And there can be challenges that come on along the way that may try and shrink that or stop that, but that is your initiation to move through that and become a stronger person from it. Because when you don't use your energy in a way that aligns with you, it will burn you out. It often will lead to health issues or mental health issues, stress, exhaustion, and unhappiness. Because when your energy can't flow and it stagnates, that does create a lot of disease in your body and a lot of disease in your relationships. And if you're listening to this and you may feel like you are disconnected from your gut or from your body, I just want to remind you it is there. You can't not have a gut instinct or an intuitive knowing. It's just over the years, you may have not really developed a relationship with it. You know, as a child, you definitely did. But through conditioning and through running from purely from logic and purely from what the minds fear, we may have stopped listening. And then the gut may have not spoken as much. But it's there. And it's just an experiment and a practice to move through life and ask it, how does this feel? And start to show your mind that it can be trusted, because then you're going to feel safe to follow what it is saying. Reconnect with your desire. What excites you? What invigorates you? It's not silly. It's what nourishes and fills you up so that you can then overflow to the rest of the world. So your not self theme as a generator is frustration. This is your clue and your sign from your body when you may be using your energy in a way that's not aligned for you, doing things out of obligation or doing things because you should. And it's actually a no or constriction or a dread in your body. So what the manifestation will be externally is a frustrated result. Things just don't flow. Think of it like a clog in the hose where the energy is just not moving. Your business isn't growing. The relationship feels like it's not really going anywhere. That is your clue from the external that there needs to be some tweaking, that you need to come back to your gut and where you feel called in this moment based on the expansion of the visceral feeling in your sacral. And then it's going to feel as well like an emotional frustration where you just huffing and puffing. Notice where you're huffing and puffing in life, or sighing or feeling stuck, or just emotionally angry or frustrated. That is a clue from your body that you're forcing something, or that you're saying yes when you actually mean no, or you're doing something that is not aligned for you. And again, just get curious, start asking questions. It might not be that you have to totally quit or get rid of that thing, but the way that you relate to it, whether that is that you're people pleasing in that relationship, or you're taking on way too much work that doesn't feel good for you in that particular role. When you get really clear and you can start to make these tweaks, you start to see that your energy flows better and you expand more and you draw more in. This is the most important thing with business. It's less so about doing quote unquote what's right, but doing what feels most expansive and exciting, because then you expand your energy and you draw more in. And I just want to remind you that the energy of expansion is the energy of expansion. The universe does not measure dependent on the size of the decision. Then the true self-signature of the generator is satisfaction. When you go to bed at night deeply satisfied because you use your energy in a way that was aligned and purposeful for you. So a generator will need to use their energy throughout the day that feels like you've done what you wanted to do. It feels very satisfying for a generator to tick the things off their to-do list, but most importantly for the things that they love and they feel connected towards. So the mind cannot truly determine what will make you satisfied, only your gut. So satisfaction will arise when you use your energy according to where your gut is directing you, that positive gut response, that positive gut feeling. So use your energy intentionally, ways that are starting to build what you dream, and see that you are taking step by step. And you're here to have a satisfied, beautiful, expansive existence. And it's up to you to give yourself that chance and that opportunity by trusting each step and each breadcrumb and each intuitive feeling as they present. Remember, it happens in the moment. You can't plan it forward, but you can take the next available step knowing that it's building and creating something bigger that your mind cannot logically understand, but your heart knows, your soul knows. So the deconditioning process for the generator is to release all guilt that you can't do what you love or you can't prioritize yourself. You're here to heal that for all of us. You're here to show us that you don't have to self-sacrifice or waste a precious life here. You don't have to be a slave to other people. So a big part of the deconditioning process as well is to no longer operate purely from the intellectual need to figure things out, and trust your desire, your pleasure, your body's expansion. Connect with yourself first and then connect with others. Give from overflow and outsource and delegate what is no longer aligned for you. When you focus on you, everyone else benefits. So release this idea that you have to people please or you have to do what you should do. That's actually going to draw you away from your purpose and from your mission here. So that's you, generator, your energy type video. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any other questions. I love to guide and share more with generators. If you are wanting and you feel excited and intrigued by human design, we have our human design certification, and you will become a master in this intricate, deep, beautiful system that helps to support people to come into their fullest, truest, and highest expression. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you on the next energy type video.